sort of just generally, how close do you think you are to your best at the moment?
We play since the beginning so far this season really good. Today we were exhausted. The game against Brighton drained us a lot. It was so demanding. Man-to-man was physically so demanding, and
processes last night. If you can use the desk mics, we'll take a show of hands and come to as many of you as possible, which isn't that many. Jack, David, one of you?
I bet. A lot of focus obviously on Erling before the game. Can you just explain your thinking behind not bringing him on for the second half and replacing him?
Three things. I saw him so tired. Second one, I have a little bit influence in his body, like Joao. Joao played with fever. And in the third, have a knock in his feet, and that's why he was not able to play second half.
And the penalty miss from Riyad, I think that's 4 he's missed in this calendar year. That's something you need to address. Obviously, Erling will take the keys on the pitch.
Listen, I admire a lot the courage and the bravery to the guys who take the penalty. But this one reality is not about Riyad. And since we arrived here, I don't know how many millions of penalties we have missed. So, and this is a big problem. So, and we did it in this competition a few times. Like when you miss it, it's difficult. Riyad was last season was exceptional. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, he shoot the penalty to make 1-1 here, to help us to reach the first time when I was in this group, the semi-final Champions League, and he was so productive. But lately, I miss it. So he will reflect, he will practice, and of course, he can take a break right now. The penalties, but in the same time, he's the first. He want to score it, and the first had the mentality to go there and do it. But in this type of competition, in all competition, but especially this one, when the teams are physically strong, like they are good, give this advantage to them is too much. And it happened in 6 years and a half since we're together. So it doesn't matter. It's not one single player. Many players shoot the penalties and miss it. So yeah, you have to try to find a solution.
What did you make of the overall performance tonight?
Well, the first half, when we had we spoke. I didn't know it. Borussia Dortmund make a high pressing like had done against Bayern Munich. We have seen against Sevilla. I've seen or stay a little bit more deeper, like it happened the 3 times we play against them lately, and in the first half we realized after the first action we make a good build up. They play defensively the same way we played these times, and every time we lost simple balls in this country that I know a little bit well, they punish you in the transition like another country in the world, and we missed some passes. In the first half we had the problems to make our high pressing because Sule was so down and the distance for Joe was so big, and that's why we correct in the second half to do differently. It was much better, much productive. We didn't suffer. And the second half, the result was good for us, also for them. They defend 5-4-1, striker dropping, and they didn't want push. So we make a long possessions, and both teams are happy to that. We are first in the group again, and they are happy because they will be as well in the next 16.
And sort of just generally, how close do you think you are to your best at the moment?
We play since the beginning so far this season really good. Today we were exhausted. The game against Brighton drained us a lot. It was so demanding. Man-to-man was physically so demanding, and next Tuesday we had game now, and we saw with Phil it was so tired, so no clever, and Joao with fever make an incredible effort. I want to say thank you to Joao because we have our problems with the fullbacks, and because we don't have Sergio, we don't have Kyle, and John make an effort to come back. So I appreciate a lot what many players have done, and and Julian making incredible effort defensively. It was so difficult for him. We had the spaces, Mina. But yeah, in general, was really, really, especially in the second half, we did a good performance.
Paul?
Hi, Pep. Did you say that Erling had a knock to his foot? Do you think it's a serious one?
I don't know. I don't know right now. I don't know.
Is it something you'll assess tomorrow, presumably?
Yeah, definitely. I spoke in the other half time. They were a little bit concerned, but I saw him walking more or less quite good. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Can I just ask you, you're through your guaranteed top spot with one match to spare. How beneficial is it for you as a manager that you can rest?
Absolutely. No, absolutely. Okay, they were prestigious for other issues. But of course, when you qualify for one game left, is a biggest compliment to the team. We make an exceptional group stage, and every game we play really, really well. Against Dortmund was difficult at home and here, but I expected. And now we're going to play Sevilla for fresh people. People don't play regularly is going to play, and the same with Carabao Cup, and focus in the Premier League, these three finals that we have. Leicester away, and after Fulham and Brentford, and after, like everybody knows, World Cup. And that the most important thing is when we come back to World Cup and we play the Champions League again, we will be there. And the really important clubs in Europe. I said to the team, again, please don't believe just for the fact is Man City, this is for granted. The moment the club itself, the managers or the players is still just for who we are, we're going to qualify, we're going to do a big mistake. That's why we play every single game in this competition knowing that we have to win it, we have to earn it to deserve to be in the next round, and they did it in every single game. That's why we are there, and we can enjoy to be in the best 16 teams in Europe again.
Hey Pep, you talked about the Dortmund transition, and I just wanted to know how you felt you dealt with their transitions, and also how important it's been in the kind of development of your team, how you minimise the risk from those kind of situations.
Yeah, you have to avoid it, be more clever with the ball, but against good teams, like you make a quick transition, they have ability to do it, and Adeyemi is fast, Moukoko is fast, so it can happen. They have one or two clear chances, especially one across that go out, and the other one the shoots. I think Stefan was so calm, like we saw. Since he arrived, we are incredibly satisfied. We have an exceptional keeper with Stefan, exceptional. I can tell you this because I see him every single day in the training session. And the second half was much better. We didn't suffer, and we missed a penalty. We didn't have much chances, but it's difficult. They didn't want to press, they want to push, they set back. It's more difficult, and the result was good for both. And at the end, we play for that.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.